Hello children, welcome to science class. Children, we have completed the fourth lesson, right? So we have completed the textual exercises of third and fourth lesson in the previous class, correct? So today, what are we going to do? It's the quiz time, right? Are you ready for the quiz?
Are you ready for the science game? Yes. Here is the first question. A break or crack in a bone is called. Children, you have the options fracture and wound. Which is the correct answer? Yes, it is fracture. Children, wound is caused by a cut on any part of the body. Whereas fracture is totally related to bone injuries, right? So the answer here is fracture. The second question. A piece of wood used to hold a broken bone in position. Is it a sling or a splint? Yes, the answer is splint. A splint, it can be a piece of wood or a support given by a cardboard to prevent the movement of the broken bone, right? Whereas sling is a triangular piece of cloth used in case of arm bone injuries. So the answer is splint, right? Shall we see the next question? Yes, third one. Identify the road sign. Children, is it zebra crossing or speed breaker? Very easy. It is zebra crossing. Children, as you know, zebra crossing are the white stripes painted across the road, specially meant for crossing the road. Children, it gives privilege for pedestrians to cross the road, right? Whereas speed breakers are nothing but small humps on the road to control the speed of the vehicles, right? So the answer is zebra crossing. The next question. Yes, smallest unit of a matter. Is it atom or molecule? Yes, the answer is atom. Children, matter is made up of tiny particles called as molecules, and these molecules are made up of further smallest particles called as atoms. So the smallest unit of matter is atoms, right? Next question. Yes, here is the next question. What do atoms of different kinds combine to form? Compounds or elements? Yes, the answer is compounds. Children, atoms of same kind combine to form elements, and atoms of different kinds combine to form compounds. So in the picture you can see the water, isn't it? The water molecule is a compound because it is a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. There is 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So it is a compound. So atoms of different kinds combine to form compounds, right? Yes, here is the next question. It is good to wear nylon clothes in the kitchen. Is it true or false? Yes, children, it is false. Because we should avoid wearing nylon or any synthetic cloth in the kitchen as they catch fire easily. So it is good to wear cotton clothes but not nylon cloth. So here the statement is false. The next question. All doors and windows should be opened in case of, is it water leakage or gas leakage? Which is the correct option here? Yes, it is gas leakage. In case of gas leakage, then all doors and windows should be opened so that the gas move out completely. And we should neither light a matchstick nor operate any electrical switch to avoid the fire accident, right? But in case of water leakage, no need to open the doors and windows. Just if we take care of or turn off the water outlets, that itself is enough, right? So here the option is gas leakage. During gas leakage, all doors and windows should be opened, right? Here's the next question. Glycerin is a miscible liquid. Will you agree? Is it yes or no? Yes, it is yes. Because children, as you know, the liquids that dissolve in each other are miscible liquids, and the liquids that do not dissolve in each other are immiscible liquids. As glycerin dissolves in water, they are miscible liquids. So glycerin is a miscible liquid. The state of matter which has a definite volume but not a definite shape. Is it solids or liquids? Yes, the answer is liquids. Molecules which make matter are continuously moving in case of liquids, and they are loosely packed. The intermolecular space between them is more and intermolecular force of attraction is less, thus making the liquid flow easily and take the shape of the container. So, liquids have a definite volume but not definite shape. But whereas solids, the intermolecular force of attraction is more, or the maximum in this case, and the intermolecular space between the molecules is very less, and thus the molecules are very tightly packed, giving a definite shape and volume to solids. So here the answer is liquid. Yes. Sand should be used to put off the fire caused by petrol or kerosene. Is it true or false? Yes, it is true. So as you know, petrol and kerosene being lighter than water, they just float on water, which will further spread the fire, right? So water should never be used. In this case, sand should be used to put out the fire, as it helps to cut off the supply of air. Right, children? Yeah. Pedestrians should walk on dash side of the road in case of no footpath. So is it the right side or the left side? Yes, it is right side. Pedestrians must walk on the footpath, right? But in case of no footpath, they must walk on the right side of the road, as that side gives a better view of the traffic. Here's the next question. Gases can dissolve in water. Yes or no? The answer is yes. Gases like oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide can dissolve in water. Children, you must have noticed when you pour any soft drink into a glass, the bubbles float like a foam, isn't it? It is nothing but carbon dioxide dissolved in those drinks. Okay, so gases can dissolve in water. Okay, children? Yeah. Special photographs used to show where and how the bone is broken. So in which one? Is it MRI or X-ray photographs? Yes, they are X-ray photographs. X-rays, as you know, are the electromagnetic radiations that pass through the tissues but not through the bones because of the presence of calcium, right? And thus form an image showing the bone injuries, right? MRI stands for magnetic resonance imaging. So this is used to find the tumors or any other abnormalities in tissues, okay, that won't show up in X-rays. So in this case, it is X-ray photographs, right, children? Here's the next question. A change in state of matter which is temporary and reversible. Which change is that? Is it physical change or chemical change? Yes, it is physical change. Physical change is temporary because it just changes the physical property of the matter, like shape, size, color, like that. Okay, it will never change the chemical composition of the matter, right? Whereas chemical change is permanent and irreversible. You cannot get back the original substance. So the change that is temporary and reversible is physical. So here is the last question, right? In case of nosebleeds, the person should be made to lean. Is it forward or backward? Very important. Yes, it is forward. Nosebleeds which may happen because of the irritation of nasal membrane. Children, in this case, the person should sit upright leaning forward but not backward, so that the person should not swallow the blood, right? So the person should be made sit upright and lean slightly forward and breathe through the mouth holding the tip of the nose. Right?
Children, hope you enjoyed the quiz, right? I hope all of you must have got the correct answers. Okay? So, let's meet in the next class with a new lesson. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.